Most people don't know much about what happens on Beacon Hill.
I think there's a lot of red tape.
I would guess several times a year they're in session, and then the other times they're working on bills and talking to constituents.
I think it's a complicated process because it has to go to the House and the Senate, and then there's the discussion, so I'd say it's pretty complicated.
But many people took notice when the House and Senate passed a bill to ban so-called upskirting. The whole process took just 31 hours.
We want to make sure that these types of actions are dealt with in our court system and dealt with swiftly.
This is the very definition of a no-brainer.
But most of the time, the legislature doesn't act that quickly. Over the last 3 years, nearly 18,000 bills have been proposed here, but only 5% were enacted.
But Matt Fenlon, executive director of the state Democratic Party, says the legislature should be judged on the quality of enacted legislation, not the quantity.
We have accomplishments that have put Massachusetts out of the recession faster and stronger than many other states.
And people like Revere resident William Jackson believe legislators spend most of their time deciding important statewide issues, like the upskirting bill.
If you take the entire Senate up there and you take the entire House of Representatives, they're not going to, as a unit, get together to do something for one little town or anything like that. They wouldn't do that.
But that's exactly what they do.
Nearly half of the bills the legislature passed only applied to one town, like an act relative to the charter of the town of Townsend.
Another 158 bills dealt with sick leave for 158 state workers, and 78 dealt with liquor licenses in 78 towns or cities. Meanwhile, advocates for better government like Common Cause argue it may be a good thing that the legislature doesn't move quickly, saying the longer the process takes, the more time citizens have to get involved. Rupa, Shenoy, WGBH News.